In this video, we're going to be looking at Rulebook for Arguments by Anthony Weston. We're going to be looking at Rule 6, Use Consistent Terms. It's important to use consistent terms. You want to present ideas consistently by using the same words each time you present the same idea. In poetry or literature, this is sometimes called parallel construction. And I think both in your philosophy papers and in all of your writing in general, following this rule will improve the clarity of your writing dramatically. It's amazing how much it can improve a piece of writing just to use terms consistently. So, here's an example of using terms consistently that's also parallelism. And this is from the Bible. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. And this is from Matthew 5:3-5. So we can see here that the formula for this consistent use is blessed are the X for Y. Right? So we see that. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Okay? Now look, you want to do the same in your arguments, right? So every time you introduce a particular idea, you want to use the same word for that idea. So here is an example of what not to do. When you learn to care for a pet, you learn to attend to the needs of a dependent creature. Watching and responding carefully when a cat or dog needs you, your ability to recognize needs and adjust your behavior accordingly can improve toward young children as well. Becoming a more responsive keeper of domestic animals can therefore enhance your familial caregiving skills, too. So, this may not seem particularly poorly written, but this isn't the direction we want to go. The problem is that there's a lot of the same idea used over and over again, but each time different words are used to express the idea, and this can create confusion. So, with the same example, if we're using consistent terms, this is what we might come up with. When you learn to care for a pet, you learn to attend to the needs of a dependent creature. When you learn to attend to the needs of a dependent creature, you learn to be a better parent. Therefore, when you learn to care for a pet, you learn to be a better parent. Right? So when we look at this example, we can see the parallelism really come out. So they're making a point in the first part. It's very clear what the connection is to the second part, and then we see exactly what the argument is supposed to be. So the argument, therefore, when you learn to care for a pet, you learn to be a better parent. Okay. Now, the most concise version of this argument might be to say something like this. When you learn to care for a pet, you learn to attend to the needs of a dependent creature, and therefore, in turn, learn to be a better parent.